Hi guys, Tim here. This is a comparison video of the premium economy flight from Copenhagen to Toronto and a business flight from Toronto to Copenhagen. The 787 obviously is the same aircraft. I think the models are different and the actual year of delivery is different. However, the actual service is what we're comparing, and obviously the product as well. So I hope you enjoy this. When you enter the terminal at Pearson, you'll check in at the premium business check-in, which is number 1. Check-in 1 is only for business and premium. As you finish your check-in, you'll enter the section you see in front of you. You will turn left and you'll make your way off to gate E. Upon entering gate E, all premium and economy passengers will have to go downstairs to the open section. The best thing about the open section, that's gate E right there, would be the iPad gallery. I found the services around the airport excellent, but this was the best thing about Pearson, was the multitude of iPads placed side by side in comfortable seating. If you find a vacant one, you sit down, use your credit card, make a payment right here as you can see, and then you can peruse the iPad to your satisfaction. This was a wonderful, wonderful idea, and well done, all those at Pearson. Okay, this is the entrance to the Maple Leaf Lounge. If you fly in business class on Air Canada, you will enter the lounge here. This is just above that iPad station. It was a extensively large lounge, this particular lounge. It had 3 sections to it. This is the middle section you're seeing right now. I'll pan off to the right. There were multiple different seating areas. This is the far section, pretty close to tarmac. As you can see, it was quite busy. These are the only 2 empty seats together. There's a free Wi-Fi section there, just in between my luggage, and a small drinks bar. These are some of the smaller sections at the back for private meetings and conferences. As we go through the section here, we look to our left, another small meeting room. Look to our far right, that's where the first shot was taken. This was a office room with more free Wi-Fi and internet. Some additional chairs there for your meetings and conferences. And we're going to go left again and walk on through to a office facility which can be booked out. Shower services, there are 2 showers which you can use, both are free. Going left again, there's another small working space, and off we go to the buffet. So, taking a look at the drinks and food service, I do apologise, it was packed and people didn't want me to film them, so I had to keep my camera quite low and be very quick. So the cold salads were nice. You can see me serving some mixed potato salad. There's some leaf salad as well. Just going to pick it up and move it along here. Again, I apologise, my camera had to be facing down, people didn't want to be filmed. I'm just going to take it across. Lots of traffic. Let's get to the drinks. Great selection of liqueurs. I love my Grand Marnier, you can see it there. Second to the right. Beer services. Really good extensive beer services. Some nice craft beers there. Coffee for anyone who wishes to have coffee. They had 4 or 5 of these large flat screens, keeping you up to date in terms of world and political movements. Okay, this was the beer station. Actually, this is quite funny. I was helping a gentleman pour the beer. As he served it, it was actually quite difficult to use this one. It was having a little bit too much head. Maybe you can blame the people who were pouring it, including myself. But I'm just going to pan to the right. I'm just giving a bit of a hand here. That head is way too thick, so we're going to tip it out. It's okay, it's free beer. And we pour it again, about 1 inch on that head. Yeah, that's looking nice. Well done. Alright, so these are some of the accoutrements to some of your cocktails. Lemon, lime, back to the liqueurs, and then up to your hard spirits. They're on shot servings over here, so just put your glass pressed, and it gave you a shot every time. A great selection of spirits at Air Canada Business Lounge or the Maple Leaf Lounge. Some wines and ports here, maybe for after dessert. I did find the dessert selection a little bit small, but everything was excellent. Hot foods. This is a Thai soup here. Again, I do apologise for some of my filming. Moving along, there's some cooked beans, butters and spreads, 3 selections of bread. Moving along to our left, there's your cutlery. Fluffy white rice, tomato pasta, seared beef, Singapore noodles, some really nice spring rolls with some dipping sauces. And in about 2 seconds, when I pan back right again, you'll see that the staff are working extremely hard to make sure that the buffet was always kept full. Well done, Maple Leaf Lounge. Welcome aboard the Premium Economy flight from Copenhagen to Toronto. As you can see, it's a 787 Dreamliner, and for most people that don't know, there's your tinting for the window. They don't have the shutters anymore. The app geeks would know that, but for all of you that are watching my video, you will see that this is quite a new addition to many of the aircraft, and probably will be this way from now on. As you tint it, it takes about 3 or 4 seconds, maybe a bit longer, to go from level to level. It is quite worn there. If you look at the center of the tinting function there, it's quite a worn aircraft, even though the 787 is new. You can see the window slowly tinting. We'll just pan back down and take it to its lowest tint, second last one and last one, and give it a bit longer, maybe about 10 more seconds, and it'll go to full pitch black. Some of the issues I had though were to do with the fact that all tints weren't equal. So the gentleman behind me tried to take his lower, and it didn't tint as the same as mine, which means some of my filming wouldn't have been very clear because there'd be 2 different types of lights coming in. Let's have a look at the IFE. I found the IFE excellent on this flight. Generally, Air Canada's IFE was very, very good. Maybe it's a subjective issue, maybe we might like different films on different aircraft, but I found the selection very good. There was a great selection of films, TV shows, documentaries, sport, gaming, and a really good in-flight function, which I'll talk about a bit later. Before I go any further, I want to make sure and stress again that these are 2 different flights. I'm not comparing business and economy on the same leg. So obviously it won't be a perfect comparison, but this is the best I could do. 1 leg premium, 1 leg business, and you will notice a difference in the quality of that particular aircraft. Some additional flight information there for you. Now this is the length and the legroom you get in Premium Economy. I'm just going to move off and show you the amenity kit you get in Premium. In terms of seat size, pitch, length, it is comparable and the same as Cathay Pacific and Singapore, which lead the way in Premium. So well done Air Canada for the actual Premium seat. Here is what the amenity kit looks like. Toothbrush, toothpaste, as per standard for most Premium Economy services around the world. Comfortable socks with the Air Canada colours, the black and the red. Obviously there's white as well, but these were black and red. Eye mask. Earplugs that never work. And this is the pouch. The Air Canada staff are so nice that they actually gave me a couple of pouches to take to some of my friends in Canada. I must say though, the service on this aircraft was good. It was professional and pleasant. And just to give you a shot of the window, there you go. So it does go to full pitch black. However, it is not uniform for all windows. There are some slight differences, and I think that is due to the fact this might have been one of the earliest 787s. Let's have a look at the actual seat. So this is the bulkhead seat. I'm just playing with the headrest here. Sorry for the Zoolander poses. So here's my headrest. Move it down, move it up. I found it's very, very comfortable. Left, right. Certainly a welcome addition. I do recommend you fly Premium Economy if you can, for any long haul legs, if business is not your fancy. Now I'm actually going to try and push this seat down or recline it. And this was some of the issues that I had. Just fixing my camera. So I'm struggling just a little bit to push it, and that's what I mean when I say I think this aircraft might have been just a little bit older than the next flight you're going to see. Now that's on full recline. You can see that it was a little bit difficult to recline all the way back, and it might need just a little tune up in service in terms of the upholstery and the seating. I actually had to pull it up. Okay, but other than that, it was a very good premium economy seat. Okay, welcome to business class. This is a different aircraft from the earlier one you saw, but obviously the model is the same, 787. This is flying from Toronto to Copenhagen. I'm just getting comfortable into my seat.
No, it's fine.
Just going to show you around the business class seat and what it offers. I'll show this in sections, but I just want to give you a general overview. This is your store, one of your store spaces. You have some audio jacks, some power outlets there, plus your remote control. And you can store something quite small in there, like your wallet maybe, or maybe a passport. Okay, closing that, I'll move along. There's your bottle of water. Got your noise cancelling earphones or headphones. Your Amenity Kit, which I'll go through later. Okay. You don't need to use that tinting function, as the touchscreen next to you is the one that you use. Just to give a bit of an example of the legroom you have here, that's the ottoman there. As I said before, I'm about 182 centimeters long. Still don't touch the ottoman, so miles of room. A quick look at the menu. A extensive range of drinks, liqueurs, beers, wines, spirits. And we'll go through the food menu a little bit later in the review. Here's what the Amenity Kit looked like. It was leather. It was Wantless Essentials was the brand, and some of the products came from Vitruvi. You will see some moisturizers and some lip balm there. Toothbrush and toothpaste. The socks were the same for both premium and business. As I pan off the right, you can see. Okay, moving along. Across, that's the Vitruvi box that the balms and moisturizers came in, and that little additional extra there was a iPhone or Galaxy cleaner or a glasses cleaner. Really handy, so well done Air Canada for that. Okay, a little feature here. There were 3 lights at your disposal. This was the first short reading light, just to the right of where your face would rest. Coming across here. Okay, so this is the seat extension for your arm. So when you sit down on your seat, you will see that this is pushed down all the way. When you sit down, you just pull the lever, lift it up, and you have a very comfortable lounge chair. As you can see, there's another storage section for you. Now let's have a look at the touchscreen seat controls and comfort controls. Look at the seat now. Obviously there's a full bed, there's comfort, and a full upright seat. You can also change the position of the seat. Looking at your comfort levels, headrest, lumbar, and mattress. There's a mattress there, and that I'll open up and lay when I make the bed. Okay, back to menu. I'm going to go now to the ambient section, so you don't have to touch the tinting section on the window now. And this is, I think, a really good addition to the business class. You just got to change your window settings at your touchscreen near your hand. The best thing about this is that when you're lying down flat, you can actually activate the comfort settings without actually getting up and changing the tint of the window. I know I sound a little bit first of all problemish there, and that's just part of the perks you get. Okay, looking at the whole cabin again, this is what I'm doing. I'm preparing for a nice dinner. I'll talk about my pre-drink service in a minute. Just want to show you the seat a bit more. As we come down here, close look at the upholstery. There's my seat. There's my headrest. Okay, here's a screen. Now, in terms of IFE, I found the premium economy very good, and the selection is the same. I'm just showing you this because I wanted to show you the size of the screen and the quality of the screen. I'm just going to put my hand up shortly just to show you the scale of the screen. So it is a great screen to watch your films and movies on. Okay, so welcome to premium economy. I'm actually now looking at the sleeping options here. I'm about to take a nap, so I just want to recline this seat to its full recline to give you an idea of how far you can push your seat back. Just trying to pan this camera again. Sorry for the old Zoolander blue streak there. So just panning across. It's a very good recline, about 7 inches. I'm guessing you get a pretty comfortable sleep and a nap on this flight. Obviously, we're flying west to east, so the sun followed us the whole way. But I do recommend this for your long-haul flights if you can't do business. Now, let's have a look at the business bed. This bed is not on full recline. I actually like to have a little bit of incline when I sleep. I just like to watch my film and slowly doze off. The old Ghostbusters there. You can see the mattress on the bed. I've made it. And coming across here, got the pillow on there. And that still has a minor incline. That's just the way I like it. Again, there was plenty of room. I'm guessing someone about 6'2" could probably still easily lie flat in this bed. Had plenty and plenty of space. Back down to the storage area. And across. Just panning again. Across. Had a nice cup of tea before bed. I didn't need to use a blanket. That's just a mattress there. I found the cabin quite warm. There were ducks to use. This is just a picture of the seat before I put the blanket on it and the mattress, just to give you an idea of what it looked like. It is a night flight, so you can see I put a few lights on there without trying to wake up the people next to me. People went to bed very early on this flight, where they're going to business in Copenhagen, and they need to get a good night's sleep, so I didn't want to wake them up. Try to be as courteous as possible. Okay, look at the upholstery for those who are interested in how comfortable the seat was in terms of its touch finish. Very, very comfortable, and I said this seemed to be like a far more, I won't say well maintained, they're all well maintained. It's just, I think, a newer aircraft, even though the model is the same. You see, got my shoes packed away there. There's my ottoman. My feet never even reached the ottoman, that's how big it was. The food. Back to premium economy we go. The food was delicious before I begin. The food was very, very tasty. There was no pre-drink service, so this was the first drink and food service of the premium economy flight. They did make up for a mid-drink service, but there was no pre-drinks. A nice salad there, good quality dressing, some Danish organic butter. I'll lift it up in a minute to show you. There's your dessert. It was a raspberry cheesecake with cherry compote. Could even be a coulis, a cherry coulis. Good Molson Canadian beer. There's your vinaigrette. And there is your good quality organic Danish butter. You can see I had the spicy chicken, and I had some bok choy to go with it. The food was tasty, good service, no problem. Back to business we go. As I said, I love my Grand Marnier. I had that to begin with some warm nuts. Really nice starter. Really nice pre-drink before the meal. This is the starter. I had some South African white wine. I'm watching a cooking program just to get the mood right. I'm just getting the lighting right because, again, I didn't want to wake up the people next to me. Some people went to bed early, choose not to have their dinner. Just sorting out the light right now. That's a bit better. A few more shadows, but I think you get a better idea of what the food was like. As I said, the most accomplished course of the evening was the first, or the starter. Some nice red onions there, which were pickled. Some smoked trout. Green leaf salad. Vinaigrette. Some ciabatta bread. Food was nice. Okay, I ordered the steak. I must say, for an airline steak, it was very tender. The quality of the gravy was excellent. I had some nice red to go with. Red meat, of course, got to get your pairings right. You can make your mind up in terms of the presentation, but the taste was excellent. Again, a small cheese platter to finish the night. This cake was delicious. It was a chocolate brownie moussey type cake. I can't really get the name of it. Again, it was heavy turbulence, so I don't want to blame the presentation on the cabin crew. It was very turbulent, as you can see my coffee shaking there. But I had no problem with the dessert, it was excellent. And again, the cabin crew on this business flight from Toronto to Copenhagen was excellent. Now, I just want to show you this little feature. I know some aircraft have it, but you don't always have to stop your film to see your flight path. You can just continue watching the film or movie you're watching and just press an option there and check on how your flight is going. And I thought that was a really good feature. Okay, so let's have a look at the back of the premium economy cabin and looking forward. So it went to a 2-3-2 configuration. There's my seat on the far right bulkhead to full recline. The IFE was excellent, the screen size and quality was also very good. There were only 3 rows of premium. Here's the premium seat in all its glory. As I said, it was a great seat. It matches up with Cathay and Singapore in terms of the premium service, so well done to Air Canada for that. And I do recommend you take this seat on longer haul flights if you're not flying business, obviously. Okay, looking at the back of the business cabin, it is made up of a 1-to-1 configuration with all seats having aisle access. The business cabin is bigger than the premium cabin. I think that just reflects that people are choosing to fly the higher fares these days. And they're choosing a bit more comfort. There's your legroom there. I'm wearing the Air Canada socks. Of course, it's morning now in my business flight. I've just woken up and showing you again that I put my seat back up and my feet weren't touching the ottoman. Nevertheless, just to show you how much legroom you actually have. Some additional storage space there. Okay, putting my feet down. Gonna move across. It was a beautiful sunrise over Copenhagen. Just to quickly show you again, that is the premium bulkhead room. Okay, thought I might mention this, that one of the only downsides to the Air Canada premium service was there were no noise cancelling headphones on the premium service. These were the ones you got. That's breakfast. That is breakfast on business class. Croissants, eggs, bacon, and sausage to go with some potatoes. My camera is shaking because it was very heavy turbulence. This was the flight. This was the short snack coming into Toronto on the premium service. It was a flaky chicken fajita, and of course the breakfast you saw previous was coming into Copenhagen on business. Just before I exited the aircraft, I just want to show you what the business cabin looked like in light.
Sure.
And there you go. That's a full business cabin 1A seat. So my seat was 1A, the first on the aircraft. And it was, I must say, one of the better business class flights I've had. I've had a few in my time, and so well done to Air Canada for that. Just having a quick look through the cabin as everyone is exiting in Copenhagen. Just want to talk about this. These are the vents. Obviously you get vents in both premium and business. I thought I'd talk about it because lots of airlines are starting to take away the use of vents. I found them excellent and really, really useful. It does get hot in these aircrafts, and it is great to have a vent option. So well done in Canada, and I hope all airlines keep their vents. A bit of fun footage for AvGeeks out there. I've just exited the plane in Copenhagen after a business class flight, and I just want to show you. I saw this small little aircraft. It's an Air Croatia. It was too small to fit the aero bridge. It had just flown in from Zagreb. Some of you AvGeeks might comment and tell me what aircraft that actually is. It might be a Bombardier, not too sure. Okay, so my analysis. Here are the two aircraft that I flew. The one on the left will be the premium economy from Copenhagen to Toronto. The one on the right, I think, is the newer 787 with a different design. Now, in terms of what you choose, in terms of pure economics, it is obviously far easier and more economical and better value for money to fly economy because the differences in what you get don't add up to the actual cost. But I must say, it's about what you value. If you value extra legroom, if you value choice of food, wine, liquor, well then of course you're going to rate business better. So it depends what you value. Economics-wise, economy, comfort, luxury, and overall enjoyment of the flight, I would go business any day. But again, that is strictly up to you. I hope you've enjoyed this.